You're watching John's Bus Conversion, brought to you by the makers of this. And this video is for entertainment purposes only. This isn't a how-to video. Me and Grandpa don't know what we're doing when it comes to bus conversion. He doesn't even know how to read. Anything you see us do, you should assume we did it wrong. Unless you're told otherwise by a qualified, he wants you professional. We don't know how to sing either, but it doesn't stop us. So, Grandpa's drilling holes in the angle iron with cutting oil and a drill.
I need a 5/8 inch hole, so I have to work up to it. A small hole, then a bigger hole, then that. One.
So, how many bus conversion videos do you think there are going to be?
So this is done? Probably 1,000.
Awesome. You turned a stinky, rotten old trailer split in half into a house. So I think you can do this.
Ow.
You okay?
Yep, I've got a metal splinter.
Ooh.
See?
Oh. This is why Grandpa didn't want me coming too close to the drill.
This is why I should be using gloves.
Oh, yes. You okay, Grandpa?
Yeah.
Whoa! But it's even cooler seeing it up close, real life. Hey, Grandpa, let me show them the bit of metal that's like flying, that's like going all over. Look at that. That shiny stuff is metal. Some of it just dripped off. It's like a molten metal volcano. How do you think you're going to cut that in half?
How do I think I'm going to cut it in half? I'm glad you asked me that question.
So, Grandpa's got to get a new blade. You're in for a show, audience. So, Grandpa is going to make sparks with something. With this thing. Hang on. Don't turn it on. He's going to make sparks with this thing. He got a couple new blades for it. You're not going to see much, but you're going to see the sparks, and that's what's important. And if Grandpa grows smaller and smaller, don't be surprised because I might be running. Grandpa? Are you sure you're, like, safe?
Am I on fire or something?
No.
Not being on fire sounds safe. Alright, well, hey, it looks like my seat brackets worked. Seats were really cheap. They were like $5 each at a yard sale. But in retrospect, it's taken me, the better part of a weekend. And, well, let's see. This angle iron is like $17 each. I used 2 of those. And the hardware, the nuts and bolts, they're hardened steel nuts and bolts, and those were maybe like $25. But I'll show you how it works. So, I mean, it's done now, right? There's this latch when this is attached. Let me just pull the thing out here. So here's what it looks like. And I just took a piece of angle iron. It comes in 6-foot lengths, and this is what it looks like. And I cut it into these lengths here. And this one I had to notch. You can see how good I am at working with metal. It's not my medium. I've never really worked with metal. And you can see it's got the 2-year-old made it look. But functionally it works really well. I'm going to take a file and file some of these rough edges off. And then I just drilled these holes. These are 5/8 inch bolts. And, whoops. See, I made kind of this thing. Let me put it down and take a look at it. So these nuts here are locked together. And then this kind of floats back and forth, but it won't once it's in place. Now you can see what I do is on the seat side, there's this hook here, right here, and there's this other thing here, right there, this release. And so with this in place, you can push this forward and the van seats will pop out. Pop it into place, and there it is. Well, hopefully this will be one of my ideas that's the good kind and not the bad kind. These van seats were not exactly next to godliness, and so I took this biodegradable laundry detergent, and I put it all over, and I probably put enough in there to wash an entire department store of clothes, so I'm hoping to be able to get it out. And I gave it a good scrubbing with that brush, and we'll see how it goes.
This is the baby. Nikai. So he's a book bag. Yeah, a book bag. And he's a sack of potatoes. Yes, he is a sack of potatoes. And I bark on you sometimes. Say hello, Nikai. Nikai, say hello. Hi, Nikai. Can you say hi? Maybe I'd better not record this part. Grandpa's not going to put it on bus 4.